Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Gran Turismo 4. We are slowly but surely making our way through the game. I do have to admit, I wouldn't say it becomes a chore, but of course we did the main part of the game, we did already. Beginner events, professional events, license tests, driving missions, special... I don't even remember what I said. Did I already mention special condition events? But anyways, we did all the main stuff, the license test, everything gold. We still have to do the extreme events, the one-make races. We are now doing the European events, and then probably the endurance events I will have to skip because it takes like 20. There are several real-life 24-hour races there. It's just I don't have the time, unfortunately. If I would have the time, I would do it. But the alternative is doing it via B-Spec. But B-Spec, you just let the console drive, the AI drive the race for you, and that makes zero sense in my mind. So yeah, but I do have a lot of other games on my to-do as well. So even now mopping it up and these extreme events, especially this GT championship, is huge. This is like 70 lap or 100 lap races, almost an endurance event itself. Yeah, it feels a little bit. I'm a little bit in a dip as far as continuing the game, but yeah, it's still such a great game, and it gave me so much pleasure, like or entertainment, 19 years ago. So I'm also doing it a little bit out of homage to the developer and who is the developer? Kazunochi Yamamuro or something. What's his name again? One moment. Anyways, that's also why I decided to continue. But I really also want to do Assassin's Creed, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, so many stuff still to do. One moment. Why don't I see anywhere Kazunori Yamaguchi? Always mix him up with Hideo Kojima. Anywho, he made a great game, and probably I will start to enjoy it. Again, just I have to grind through this part now, and maybe it's just also my mood today, I don't know. Anywho, I was doubting before starting, like, okay, so just continue another playthrough or start a new one. But I said, nope, let's just continue. We are in the European events. Previous episode, we did the Pan-Euro Championship. Now we will be doing the British GT Series, also a championship race. So we need a UK car. Yeah, it would be nice if I can preview the race to see what the competition will be like. Apparently that's not possible. So let's see if we have a UK car. Alright, we have a Carlton, pretty cool car, but I also, the main thing of doing all these extra races I'm doing now on all the tracks that I already drove on, etc., is to keep it fresh. It also provides an opportunity to buy like new cars that you normally would not quickly maybe get into. So I'm not going to use the ones on the screen because I already used them. I want to mix it up. This one is a bit old, this one is too old. Yeah, we of course have a very fast race car. Let's see, maybe could be that the competition is also driving extremely fast cars. So what am I driving now? 550 horsepower LM race car. Yeah, I think in the previous race, what did I use here? I don't even remember what I used. Ah, the rough yellow birds. Oh shit, we only need standard or sports tires. So it is indeed more like a consumer car, so to say. So yeah, this is what these races allow you to do, is also just browse through the country dealerships to see what is all on offer in the game. So let's browse the UK dealerships now. Alright, Vantage, DB9. I really don't see much difference between these two, to be honest. Is it the exact same? I know it is a different car. This is, I think, one of the James Bond cars. I'm not sure. With Timothy Dalton. And also the Vanquish. 460, 450, 420 horsepowers. Right, an S-Type R, not really, I don't like styling, and this one, pretty cool. Also, not that special. E-Type's in the car. So, that is the fun thing of these races. They force you to check out the dealerships and indeed notice cars that you otherwise would probably have overlooked. So this one is pretty cool. XJ220 is pretty cool. It's almost the same horsepower as the race car actually. I think the race car had 550, this is 542. And then we have an XJR9 750 horsepower race car. Pretty epic. V12. So far I would go with the Aston Martin. Alright, a Mini 1. Mini Cooper. So this goes from 88 to 113 horsepower. Man, I thought it would have more than 113. It's not a lot. My old 205 GTI has like more than 130. Here we go. Cooper S, that's 160. Those cars already came out in 2002. So long ago. 21 years ago. Time really flew by since then, in my perception. Alright, also pretty cool racing car, although the textures look lower res than other cars. It's a bit weird, it almost looks like a GT2 car or something from a Gran Turismo 2. Anyways, a V12 race car, 600 horsepower. It's not suitable for our purposes. A Range Stormer, yeah, that was like, I think, just a Range Rover concept car or something. Looks pretty much like the production vehicle that actually ended up on the road. Anyways, concept cars are really not for me, so I have no interest in them whatsoever, so I will not be using them. There's no emotional connection to concept cars, I find, maybe with a very few exceptions. Alright, this one, Ginetta, I think we already have. We either bought it, I think we got it as a reward from some race. And we go with the Lotus. Alright, we have an Elise. Elise one. This is 120 horsepower, 155 horsepower. Then we have 111R, 190 horsepower. That's quite a lot for probably a very light car. And I also wanted to do, by the way, Gran Turismo 5, but I will probably not do it immediately after Gran Turismo 4, the playthrough, because yeah, I did really a lot of racing, almost 100 episodes now. So I want to mix it up with some other game types, but I do look forward to doing that test. I don't know what it was, a license test or a driving mission in GT5 on the Top Gear racetrack on that abandoned airfield, I think it is. That is also in a Lotus Elise, I think. It is super hard, but it's super fun. I found it. I remember being frustrated, but also really enjoying it. Alright, an Esprit 350. Pretty cool, although I don't like the wing on it. And an Esprit V8. Yeah, with these round rear lights. I think I bought an Esprit in the second-hand dealership, which had the square rear lights. That's the one I actually like a bit more. It was totally perfect. It had the right color. You cannot change color in the second-hand dealership, only if you buy a car new. But yeah, so I got lucky. It was exactly because I really liked this car. It really was the car that I wanted in the garage. And then I accidentally sold it. So I'm not sure. I'm now intermittently checking out the dealerships to see if it returns. I was not yet successful. But before buying this one, I'm just curious whether... I don't really remember anymore, but the one that I bought in the dealership, I'm pretty sure it was a slightly different version of the Esprit V8. But it is weird that it's not here actually then. Alright, a very old Elan. Another Esprit. This is the James Bond one. Also pretty damn epic. There's a guy on YouTube, blah blah motoring. He makes incredibly high quality production footage of his restorations, and he's restoring one of these. I'm sure if you do Lotus Esprit restoration on YouTube, you find it. It's very interesting stuff. I would highly shout out to that guy. Europa Special, really don't like the looks of this one. Such a weird design. It's a mix between a sports car and a truck with like a flatbed. Alright, and a Race Elise, 200 horsepower. Probably a pretty fun car to drive. We are at TVR, but now talking about that Elise, I got curious. See if there's any Elise back in the dealership. I doubt it. I really blew my chance. I bought it and I accidentally sold it. Nope. If it's not in the other dealership, it's often also not in the second one. There's also this classical here, this classical dealership. I don't think I bought it from here. We were at TVR, so that's the 350. Ah, that's Sagari's car. It's one that I would like. This one I don't really like. The styling, especially the rear, looks like a boat. But this one I like a lot. This looks a lot like the Sagaris. Probably a little bit less mental than the Sagaris, this one. But still, I really like this car. Tuscan Speed 6 and the Speed 12, where I wasn't aware, but there are only a few in existence. And there's a guy in the UK, he has 2, and recently he put one up for auction. I just want to quickly see whether the TVR that I have, which one is that? Is that 350 or another one? Griffith 500. Yeah, so indeed that means I was thinking that every car that you can buy in the second-hand dealership should also pop up in the brand new dealership, either as a new car or in the classical car section. Apparently that is not the case. So that means that probably indeed, I was not quite sure, but that the Lotus Esprit that I bought in the second-hand dealership was indeed one with square rear lights, not the double round rear lights. And I was doubting it because I was like, okay, but if that is an existing car in the game, then why wouldn't it be in the dealership under classic or under new cars? Apparently, not all the cars in the game are in the dealership. You really have to browse the second-hand dealer in the new dealerships. You have to browse the second-hand dealership. Yeah, this is indeed one with square lights, so it is in the game. But this is the one that I saw at the time as well. But I really don't like this version. It's a little bit too rised up for me. So certain types of cars are only available in the second-hand dealership. That's a learning moment for me. Because I'm pretty sure that the TVR Griffith that I bought is not here. But Tamora, 350C, Tuscan and Cerbera. No Griffith. By the way, that does mean, that's also the reason why I checked it out, that I'm going to buy this one. Sorry for the slowdown, that's the renderer that I use. Here, this is a little bit that, this or this? The Sagaris, TVR Sagaris color. I think it's actually in between these two colors, but I will go with this one to make it resemble the Sagaris a bit more. This car I'm not necessarily, maybe I can use it. I do think it will be too slow, but even if I don't use it now immediately in the UK Championship, I just want it in the garage. It's a cool car. Maybe there are also sometimes cars in the... That's also really weird. Sometimes cars are hidden in the tuner shops. Alright, a really weird Mini Marcus, 75 horsepower. It looks like a Beetle with very weirdly low tail lights, but a pretty cool exhaust, by the way. Looks a bit like a trumpet. Yeah, that's a pretty epic exhaust, like some plumbing, piping going on. I will just very quickly also in the other brands see if I didn't miss any cars in the tuner shop. Sometimes there are cars in the tuner shop, don't ask me why. At least, that's what I remember. It's probably more with the dedicated tuners, like Nismo, etc. What the hell was that? What is that to the left? What is that? I see two gauges, so I assume it's something in the dashboard, but it's not like... Is this the center part of the steering wheel? Then it looks a little bit weirdly off-center, that circle in the middle. No idea. Weird photograph. TVR, did we already check it? No, don't remember. Nope. By the way, pretty cool picture of the engine to the left. That's also what makes it fun browsing these dealerships. The pictures are actually quite interesting. Often I didn't pay enough attention to them as of now. As of yet. Alright, this is an epic car. I do think I already have it. The sound is amazing, better than other cars in the game. The handling is super fun. It's super fast. It's just total suggestion. Check out the engine, pretty cool. Alright, Bentley, we have that race car, I think. That green racer, yeah, this one. The Speed 8 race car, that's more for the really serious races. 623 horsepower. It's less than the older race cars, like the Nissan R89, etc. I think they go towards 700 or maybe even more. Anyway, styling of this one is epic, I must say. MG TF 160 horsepower is 157. Pretty nice little fun car to mess around on country roads probably. It will likely in stock form not be really competitive. And I find the styling a little bit too common, a little bit boring, a little bit flat. And in the background picture, I don't even recognize. That's not. It looks more like. Here the front is a little bit different. It looks a little bit more interesting. It looks more like a concept car than. Or is that this one? Yeah, maybe it's just the angle that it looks a little bit like flatter headlights. Also looks like a bigger car, while in reality it's a really small car. TF160 is looking at the picture. These are also probably the pictures that they use to model the cars. Probably they have a huge database with car pictures with like close-ups of different elements of the car, like the little type designation at the back. Jensen Healy, I was not aware that Jensen Healey is a Swiss brand. Why is it in... Yeah, it's a UK brand, right? Alright, Jensen Healey Interceptor. I respect the car for what it is, but yeah, I don't really like the styling. It looks a bit like a Citroen DS kind of car. Everybody loves that car as well. I find it's more like a boat than an actual car. And I find this car looks a little bit too much like a boat as well. Not my kind of car. Although I was not aware. For a car from 1974, it's quite powerful. 384 horsepower. God damn it, always when I cancel out of a menu, my eye glances over something that I then want to check out further. Like this picture again. Pretty cool picture. Of the Mark III Interceptor, I guess. Was this also Mark III? Yes. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if these pictures that you see here are indeed the pictures that they used to model the cars. Unless they did some laser scanning, but I doubt they did that for this game already. Right, let's check that out. I'm quickly looking it up. GT4 laser scans cars. The developers collect data from laser scanning photos and videos. Yeah, so I'm not good. The results in Google are really bad. Lately, I find already for a couple of years, everything is going down the drain. Everything is going backwards, in my view, with those big tech companies. But yeah, so I'm not going to spend much time diving into it now. But let's assume that for Gran Turismo 4 around 2004, development in 2003 and 2 maybe, I don't know, that they mostly used pictures and videos, not laser scans. And now the final UK brand, Triumph. Alright, Spitfire, always a fun little car. Not expensive, and this is, I do find this such a fun, cool styling, very compact, very small dimensions, which I like. I don't really like those battleships of what are supposed to be sport cars. I think size is a very often overlooked component into what makes a fun car, and this is of course the other extreme. This is like a mini car, but those huge cars, not really. It's not really optimal for me, with a few exceptions. But anyways, this car is so fun. I'm just gonna buy it, even if I won't use it for the garage. So let's buy one. British Racing Green. Mimosa. Yeah, I think we will just go. Although this is also looks a little bit like a period correct color, or could be a period correct color. What does it say on the hood? No idea. Spitfire 1500 probably. Or do we just go with Racing Green? Yeah, we can go with Racing Green, but just going to go with reds. Normally I'm not that big of a fan of red cars, but I just now bought 2 in red, like the TVR, what was it, the 350, and this little Spitfire. But that's just a coincidence. I just found the color for the TVR, it's the one most resembling the TVR Sagaris color. And for this one I found it the most period correct color, besides British Racing Green of course, but sometimes I'm not really a fan of British Racing Green, other times I am. But I just wanted to mix it up, and the other options for the Spitfire, they were a little bit over the top or overly boring, so red it became. No unique cars here, and you see the little, what I assume is an inline 4 engine. High efficiency air cleaners and racing exhausts are available for this purpose and will make a noticeable difference to the power of the engine in the higher rev range. Right. Never really read those tuning descriptions. Anywho, I would say we will go with the TVR, and hopefully we will be competitive. Let's quickly see if there's any information on the engine. Yeah, inline 4 overhead valves. Only 800 kilograms. Man, I really would like to drive one of these in real life one time. And we are going into the 350C. Hoping that we will be a bit competitive. I've no idea what kind of tires the car is on. And if not competitive, I will be looking into a Aston Martin. Alright, medium sports, that seems pretty fine. Let's disable the driving aids or assists, otherwise it sounds a little bit too much like the illness. I always find it weird saying, yeah, I will disable the aids. And we are driving against, yeah, it looks to be pretty balanced. Aston Martin, same production year, another TVR, an Esprit V8 SE, Tuscan Speed 6, and another 350C, us, or our car. Let's see how it goes. Holy shit! Why is it almost a 200 point race? That means there's another car in here. That is probably much faster. Alright, I really need to learn the car. But the car that is fastest is the other 350 TVR. So we, in theory, we should be able to catch up, right? Alright, I really have to start and focus. Getting familiar with the track again. Wow, that Lotus is quite quick actually. Almost seems like a tuned car. There he goes. Sorry, oh shit. I hate that corner. Holy shit, that car is so much quicker. Alright, how many laps do we have? Only 3. Alright, I'm starting over. This will be a pretty tricky championship. Ah shit, I forgot. I don't want to cheat. I want to drive against the same competitors, but I do think if you exit it and you re-enter, that it randomizes the starting field. So it could be that there are now totally different competitors. I just wanted to restart to get, yeah, it's more or less the same, right? To get, yeah, although now we have that TVR Tuscan. Did we already have that one as well? I don't know. I wanted to get into first place a bit quicker. Holy shit. Now it's even more difficult apparently. Why are they so quick? So annoying being held up. By the AI. Alright, they're not that quick. Alright, I can get on the gas much quicker there. Alright, now for some slipstreaming. Alright, he is quite a bit quicker actually. But we're hanging in there. This is winnable, I would say. Very tricky corner because the braking zone is when you're still steering, you're driving at an angle. Right, I do think the AI is quite slow through this section, especially over here. Here, this is what I mean. You can really get them over here if they don't drive you off the track. No. Ah, fuck me, man. Fuck me so hard. Oh my god. I just said it, if they don't drive me off track, and they drive me off track. He just goes to the left like I'm not existing. And the annoying thing is I can just start over, but I want to at one point get a fixed set of competitors and try to beat them. And now if I go out of the race, then I again have like a new field of competitors. It feels a little bit like random. But yeah, I have no time to... I can try. No. No. 2 laps to get him. We can try. Fuck me, man. I so hate it. Fucking driving you off track. It's just crazy fucking annoying. This is not going to work in 2 laps. Fuck me, man. Why? Yeah, now I'm again what I mentioned in the start of the episode, wondering why I'm putting so much time in this game. Because it are all tracks that we already raced on. Yes, it's still fun because you get to explore other car brands, etc. So I'm enjoying it, but I'm just not in the best gaming moods. Sorry for that. And getting Rombbb off the track for what is supposed to be a relatively simple race really doesn't help. Fucking annoying. And also why you just cannot start over a championship with the same cars. Why are there so many here? Why the fuck am I now matched up against the Jaguar XJ220? Like that is a fair matchup. Oh fuck this game. Okay, apparently it's a slow car. Why was the previous race 200? Yeah, I want that 200 race. Fuck it. I mean, if I can get, not that you can do anything with A-Spec points, but first attempt was a 189 race or 179 race. It was much harder than the second one. The second one was a 200 point race. I was almost in first place when I got Rombbb off the track. And now you have like a race with what's I would say supposed to be a much quicker car, albeit a bit of an older car, but the XJ220. And then it's again a 179 race. There's no rhyme or reason here. Man, this is what I hate. I just want to make some progress, and always stuff like this happens, and then things that should go relatively quickly and smoothly, and again I'm in that same one. Now it's 189. It's all so weird, man. It's all so fucking weird. Alright, I will just race it. But things that are supposed to go relatively quickly take ages. I'm already over the year. You see that XJ220 is just racing away like it's nobody's business. So why is that race, that second attempt without an XJ220, why was that a 200 point race? And this is a lower point race against a much faster car. It's all so fucking weird. Alright, you know what? I don't want to drive against that car. It's just an uneven matchup. And in this race I can probably take him. But there will be more races in this championship. And I prefer to gold them all during the championship. Otherwise I have to revisit them afterwards separately to get a gold cup if I lose. There will be more races where I think that XJ 220 will have such an unfair advantage, being just a totally different class of car. Like not Tokyo, but Seoul, I think, with the long straights. He will just drive away and you will just not be able to catch him purely based on top speed and acceleration. So regardless whether you drive well and you have a better handling car. Alright, this seems to be a little bit the same as we had before. Now it's randomly 157. Now, you know what? Fuck this game. Why don't I get that 200 point race? And why can't you just start over the championship with one button? Why does it take 5 button presses and several loading screens? Fuck. Sorry, I probably should stop playing. I'm super moody. Alright, I didn't even see what the field was. Forgot to look, but I do see it's only 188. So maybe it was just a mistake from the game. Like a weird anomaly to give that second attempt that we did 200 A-Spec points. Because it's not really returning anymore, even if you're paired up against the Jaguar XJ 220. Here, this is again with the 220. So there is one car probably that was in there. Maybe that's speed 6 that makes it a 200 point race. Again, no rhyme or reason, literally none. Now I'm against the Cerbera Speed 6 and against the XJ 220 and it's only a 190 point race. Why? Why game? Why is that not a 200 point race? What is the criterion? It will only be probably just horsepower of the cars, maybe weight, but this is almost the exact same field as that second attempt. It's just also a learning moment for me, this. The amount of A-Spec points that you get, it's just totally random, it seems. All super duper frustrating. Alright, I will just go and now, once I get 180, 190 race, we will do it without the XJ 220. Yeah, so we do have the XJ 220 now. If it's 200 point race, no, it's not even a 200 point race. That XJ 220 is in a different class, I would say, than the relatively regular sports cars in the rest of the field. That XJ 220 was a hypercar, it was like a supercar, not a regular sports car. Fuck it, now it's in all the races. Even only... I think it may have to do with what car is on front. The car in front doesn't look like the quickest now. That's why this is maybe only in first on pole position. This is maybe why it's only a 161 race. While it did have the XJ 220 as competitor. Alright, no 220. Alright, I will just go with this one, fuck it. But it really leaves a, I wouldn't say a foul taste in my mind, but in my mouth, but it just all feels very random. I do like this field, by the way, with all these British cool cars. But again, just like the first attempt, it seems that that these Lotuses are really tuned. That car in front just goes, oh, you know, fuck it. It goes much quicker. Anyways, I'm still not happy with, actually. I thought, okay, I'm now restarting so often, let's just do this race, but no. I had a 200 point race. Let's at least get a 190 A-Spec point. And that's also what I find annoying. That 200 point race, I was about to get into first place. In the first lap, I think even. And then fucking AI drives me off track. So annoying. Alright. This is more like it. Still feels super random, but whatever. Alright, and that Cerberus does seem quite quick. But again, that's the weird thing. It has from here less of a lead than that Lotus had in the previous attempts. It's really that Lotus that seems unfairly tuned or something. Don't ask me what it is. But this also really doesn't make that much sense, to be honest. That the Cerberus Speed 6 is slower, at least appears to be slower than the Lotus Esprit. Alright, I'm always braking way too much in that last corner before the straight. Alright, they are slow through these S's. At least this S. Oh, fuck me. I'm slow through it now as well, because I'm an idiot. probably leave it better in third gear over there. And what you have to do, what I learned, oh fuck me man, in this game, if you want to minimize the chances of being overtaken, is keep the inside of the corners covered. They will rarely overtake from the outside. I think 2 more laps to go. Ah, only 1. I totally missed the optimal line over there. But whatever. Right, could have gotten on the gas earlier there. Now it will be tricky. Need to keep them behind me. Alright, nice. Alright, at least there's some competition in this race. I will quickly check out what the difference is between the 350 T350C versus Sagaris. The Sagaris is very special, which is why it commands a higher price, but it's not for everyone. There are some styling and engine differences. The main difference is in the suspension geometry. Right, I think it's a 3.6 liter versus a 4 liter car. Yeah, apparently it really does also look different. Although, from what I remember, it looks a little bit more wild. It may have like a little bit bells and whistles on it, but the overall body shape is, I think, very similar between the two. But I may be mistaken on that. We'll quickly do a Google image search. Yes, the headlights are indeed a little bit more sharp, and then the rear, yeah, it also has different rear lights, but still not that different, to be quite honest. Just a bummer that the Sagaris is not in the game. Anywho, we are already quite over the 45-minute marker, but just I really didn't make a lot of progress at all in this episode. It was just browsing the dealership, getting frustrated with the start of the championship. Let's at least do one more race in this episode. Right, Fuji Speedway 90s. Hopefully we can keep up top speed wise. Let's just see. Holy shit, they seem to blast off quite quickly, especially that first place car. Oops. Fuck me. Oh, fuck me, man. Yeah. Probably I will not be able to win all the races first try in this championship. I really also need to learn the braking points in this car, and that first place car really seems to be pretty much in a league of its own. And there are also not that many corners. Yeah, check it out. Crazy. Oh shit. This is actually a good thing. So we do have this layout. I thought we had like the old layout without these corners. I do find it nice that these corners are here, because the AI can be quite slow through them. Right, so maybe we have a slight chance. I doubt we can catch up. I have no idea where the braking point is after the straight. Screwed up that one. Fuck me. I was making good progress. And again, fucking AI bumping me. Alright, there's a minuscule chance that we can catch him. Nice. Was not expecting that to go that smoothly. I actually thought I missed my braking point there, but alright, fuck this fucking chicane. I do need to build up a little bit of a lead, because they will catch me on the straights. Alright, really screwing it up. But whatever, we're still in the race. And now it's just a matter of keeping them behind me. That should work. I'm not sure whether this is the third lap. I do think it is. Yes. Alright, at least that works. So there is some competition in this championship, but it's not undoable, so to say. I'm by no means driving very well. But apparently it is not. Alright, I think let's just squeeze in one more race. Where are we? El Capitan, that's a tricky one. 3 laps. Let's just see what we can do. This race is really easy to screw up, and it's quite a technical circuit. Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck this fucking AI. Just fucking me, bumping me everywhere. Here, now again, he's bumping me from the rear. It's so fucking annoying. Alright, but at least there are sections, that's what I was hoping for, where the AI, fuck this fucking AI, where the AI just is not that quick. Where they go through quite slowly. And again, man, annoying how easy the AI bumps you. And especially if they're behind you, there's a real risk of them just bumping you off the track. Alright, I'm just driving very conservatively. I prefer that than to spin out. And I'm also doing it just to learn the car a bit on this track. I have no idea, for example, whether I should... Ooh, yeah. I wanted to say whether I should brake there. Probably wise to brake. In other cars you can just get to the corner braking zone, the big corner, without braking at all before that bridge. But in this car, probably best to be a bit more conservative, especially over here. I really brake quite a bit, but to avoid spinning out, which is really easy over that undulating section over there. Alright, totally screwing up this section. And whatever. The car actually controls pretty decent, not as super twitchy as I expected it would do. Or not so understeery as I expected it to be. When you point the car into a corner, it is, I wouldn't say super docile, but it is, you can point the nose in the direction that you want to go, instead of it just understeering all the way into the barrier. Right, I'm really taking it conservatively, but it was enough. And there we go. Alright, sorry for my very moody disposition. I just somehow how do you call that? It pushed my wrong button with the that first race with that weird A-Spec point distribution, and also the AI bumping me off track while I was thinking like, finally I'm in a nice balanced field and I'm in a row, I'm almost in first, and then they bump you off track. It can be quite annoying. But of course that are all luxury problems, and it also is just probably my mood. I'm just frustrated that I have to work so much in a job I don't like. But yeah, that is probably a problem that many other people also have. Anyways, have to end the episode here, already way over the 45-minute marker. We'll continue in the next one, continuing this UK Championship. Let's see where we will be going. And that would be Infinium Raceway. Hope to see you there. For the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. Later.